Can you beat Pokemon Blue with only a Ditto? Can you beat Pokemon Red with only a Magikarp? Or can you beat Pokemon Fire Red with just a Bulbasaur? How about beating Pokemon Red with only a Beedrill?
Really?
Can you beat Pokemon Sword and Shield with only a Mew? What? Can you beat Pokemon Emerald with only all 3 legendary Regimons?
Yeah right, don't make me laugh.
Can you beat flipping X and Y using only normal types?
Look! What the fuck is this? Look!
Can you beat Pokemon Ash Grey using Ash Grey's team?
You okay, Vegeta?
Can you beat Pokemon with only... Unless you've been living under a rock for the last 2 years, you undoubtedly know what the Can You Beat Pokemon challenge trend is. On February the 12th, 2018, a little known poketuber by the name Pikasprey made a video straight out of nowhere asking the legitimate question of whether or not it's possible to beat Pokemon Red and Blue with a single Ditto. Yes, people have attempted solo runs before that, but nobody has ever made a video quite like this, explaining it in this much detail, with the production qualities displayed. Pikasprey's video was genuinely interesting, as not only was it really entertaining, but it was also incredibly challenging. Everyone wants to know how well a single Ditto can do alone, but nobody actually wants to sit down and spend countless hours on a grueling challenge like this. This really captured the viewer's imagination, so much so that this one video ended up inspiring its very own genre. Out of nowhere, countless poketubers came out of the woodworks to capitalise on the wild success of the original Ditto challenge, many of which were completely new to the platform and wanted their own shot at YouTube fame. Over a year later, the platform would be flooded by many knockoff Can You Beat videos, most of which pretty much just used the exact same format that Pikasprey used, almost copy pasted verbatim. Show the notable battles and slap some commentary over it. Not only were there so many new challenge videos and channels dedicated to this one genre now, but almost all of these videos were the same in concept. I myself saw the booming market and decided to jump onto this YouTube bandwagon. If all these other newcomers could hop on this trend and do well, then maybe I should also. After all, I was also really captivated by Pikasprey's original video. However, after making several solo run videos and making very slow growth, like 100 views per video if I was lucky, for quite a while, for the first time I started to become cynical about this genre. I received little to no traffic, while others who made challenge videos literally became viral after their first or second upload, which is ridiculous. It was about this time that many Pokemon challenges were trying to shake things up a little bit. So instead of doing a Pokemon challenge as a solo run, it would be anything ranging from beating Pokemon Sapphire without using the Pokemon Center, to beating Fire Red using only snake-like Pokemon? What the actual fuck? Not only were people doing these challenges with just one Pokemon like a solo run, but they also did runs where they played the game with almost every single conceivable permutation of ideas possible. Beating Gen 3 with only grass types, Gen 5 with only bug types, beating Gen 4 with each gym leader's strongest Pokemon? Okay, I guess. And by this point, solo runs have gone so ridiculously saturated to the point that almost every single unevolved Pokemon has been used at least once. Some YouTubers have literally copied other challenges, intentionally or not. Hell, I've seen 3 people recently try to beat Pokemon Emerald Kaizo with only grass types. Well, this is all well and good. This format has blasted away these last 2 years, with these new wannabe YouTube challenge runners popping up each month. My opinion is that this genre, as a whole, to be completely honest, has become fucking garbage! Real talk, what the actual hell is this? Remember how this trend started out with Pikasprey doing an actual meaningful challenge, where the question, can you beat, actually meant something? Well, now it's just become some dumb buzzword that everyone uses to get more views. And yes, I'll be the first to admit that I have done this myself. In fact, I've done lots of stupid stuff on this platform, and I accept that completely. But I've lost complete interest in this genre a long time ago. Yeah, it was fun when it started, but many people are starting to realise now how oversaturated, crowded, stale, dull, repetitive, and flat out irrelevant a lot of these dumb can you beat videos have become. Not only are they all blending together into the same video, but they bastardise Pikasprey's original video. Asking the audience, can you beat, is to pose a question where the answer is actually unknown. This adds tension. That's literally the whole point in asking if it's possible for you to beat the game with only a Magikarp, because you the viewer genuinely want to know. Makes sense, right? The problem is that now the phrase has been hijacked by literally every other YouTuber, like, can you beat Pokemon Emerald Kaizo using only 6 of the strongest Pokemon in the whole game? Yes, this is definitely possible. If you're doing a normal playthrough where you play the game on 1000% speed up and could just reset the game as many times as you have to get whatever RNG you need, even Emerald Kaizo isn't even that hard as long as you're using decent Pokemon. It's literally just a matter of manipulating RNG and not much else. But this is only the tip of the iceberg in mind-numbingly dumb challenge ideas. There's one called, can I beat Pokemon with only Rotom forms?
What the fuck?
Okay, well at least this person, who I won't name, had the decency to put, can I beat? Because asking the viewers if they are capable of beating the game with near legendary tier Pokemon is actually pretty insulting to their intelligence. But at the same time, how stupid would you have to be if you're questioning the viewer if you are capable of achieving this monumental task? You can really tell a lot of YouTubers really overhype the difficulty of their own challenges to make them seem more interesting than they actually are. Most of them are just glorified Let's Plays, where there's literally no chance of them failing. But if you have any experience in this yourself, you can easily see through this. Then you get all these solo runs where people just abuse setup strategies and double team to win, which is a really controversial topic in challenge running. Not to mention that most solo runs nowadays are done using Pokemon that aren't even that weak to begin with, completely ruining the point of even doing it. When you're using RNG like double team, you can literally beat any Pokemon game with any Pokemon without question. Even if you do lose a battle or if you get unlucky, you can just keep pressing Ctrl R on your emulator and keep fast forwarding until you get the outcome that you need. With double team, it isn't even that hard. Or you can just watch some riveting challenge runs like, can you beat Pokemon Ash Grey using Ash Grey's team? Is this real life? My IQ went down just reading that title. Or this gem here, can you beat Pokemon as a vegan? Oh. Damn bro, the whole squad is laughing here. It's literally just a bog standard run with a few references to veganism put in. Oh. Could have at least blasted some memes.
It's just a meme.
See, that is how you shitpost. Okay, I won't mention this particular person again in this video. He gets a break from being railed. But you can at least understand how lots of solo runs and other challenge runs in general have lost that magic that they originally had from Pikasprey's video. We went from using creative strategies and figuring out how to solo the game with like Magikarp for instance, to beating the game with 6 fully evolved Pokemon. Is this even a challenge anymore? Does this deserve to even be in the same genre? Personally, I stopped giving a damn about these silly videos anymore, with only a few exceptions like maybe J-Rose, and even then I got really bored really fast of his recent surge in content. They are pretty good, but I can only watch a speedrun of Generation 1 so many times before I get so bored that I just don't want to watch his videos anymore. At the end of the day, whether or not you watch these videos is completely up to you. If you still like them, then okay. But you can at least understand why many others have gotten bored of the genre at this point, and why from my observation, from the looks of it, the can you beat trend has lost a lot of steam and is actually been declining. It might even die at some point. This is a segue to my next point, all about the YouTube algorithm and the logistics of being a poketuber. Before the mass saturation, channels like Madrybread would consistently get over 1 million views on his challenge runs, due to it being a novelty at the time. But now, several months later, despite him gaining an enormous increase in subscribers, the views he's getting now are only a fraction of what they used to be, which is a ridiculous drop. Now, not even his own subscribers are watching his own videos, and honestly, not to be a douchebag, but I'm not too surprised. He got big by hopping on and capitalising on this trend. The harsh reality is that most trends eventually die, or at least lose a lot of steam. Did you honestly think that you could just post the same exact challenge videos week in, week out and expect people not to get bored of them? Because let's be honest, I don't see people clamouring to watch a beadroll solo run.
Really?
It's just the nature of YouTube. Most channels do have a sort of natural life cycle. If a channel is lucky enough to get decently big, then they usually go through a common life cycle phase where they have a huge boom followed by an eventual bust, or at least a sharp decline in content, where the algorithm inevitably stops jerking them off and you start to fade out of popularity. You see this all the time, how there are channels with huge subscriber counts but barely get any views per videos. Here's a poketuber who got over 400,000 views on his very first video on his channel, which is absolutely ludicrous. He literally got handed his subscriber base out of nowhere. He didn't even have to grind for it, he just got it on his first video straight away, whereas most channels never even get to that point to begin with. Now, if he started off this well, just imagine how enormous his channel would be with a few extra months of hard work. Oh. Hell, even my own channel started off slow as hell, then eventually went through a crazy boom, and has now fallen to a shadow of its former self. Like a parabola. The worst thing about these channels is that most of them literally got recognition in the first place only because they went all in and built their name entirely off of this one trend, which has already started to fade away. At this point, if they do try to make videos about other things that aren't challenge runs, nobody will care for the most part, as your subscribers only sub to you for one thing and one thing only. Eventually the algorithm will stop favouring you and will go find the next upcoming YouTuber to stroke off, and thus continues the cycle. I myself now have tried to move away from the challenge genre and try to make more meaningful content. I made a few analytical videos, but they've had very varying degrees of success. I am taking a risk, but you know what? Screw it. Sometimes in life you need to take a stab at opportunity. My channel may well have a second uprising and get a new boom with my new kind of content. Or it may crash and burn. Who knows at this point? To conclude this video, I've got a few important points to make. First of all, don't take my criticisms of other poketubers to heart. Seriously, I mean it. I have nothing personal against them. I don't know any of them really, so I thought it would be better not to name anyone. I honestly dislike what this trend has come to, and I explained how other YouTubers have been causing this downfall with dumb as hell challenges. But to be completely honest, I myself am also guilty of making bad content. Yes, I admit it completely. I started my whole channel trying to milk these silly solar runs. It eventually blew up after making a video asking whether or not you could beat Pokemon Emerald using only 6 fully evolved Pokemon. I did this, and became viral because of it. But despite this, I personally think that these old videos of mine are pretty bad.
Look! 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 What the fuck is this?
Especially my first viral hit. It's boring and pointless, and I'm not afraid to say that. I would not watch it again. This self-reflection led to me making my own innovation to the formula by doing Nuzlocke challenge runs, which did shake things up quite a bit by adding actual tension. See, in a Nuzlocke, I can legitimately fail the challenge, and strategy is far more important. I personally find this far more interesting than doing a glorified let's play with 6 water types with normal rules, but despite this, even my own Nuzlockes have become a bit boring to me. At this point, I feel like the whole genre in itself has gotten stale, and it started to reflect in my own Nuzlockes. They feel more like a chore, like I'm going through the motions the more I do them, and I start to put less effort into doing them. In hindsight, some of my videos weren't that good and could have been done way better, so I'm logically consistent when I'm being honest and criticising other YouTube channels. You know that I'm being real with you when I think a lot of my own videos are dumb. Think about that. I'm not going to stop doing Nuzlocke challenges entirely. I will still do them, so I don't want to give anyone the wrong impression, but I do want to start doing other kinds of more interesting and meaningful content. Will this challenge run trend continue to stick around? Or will it finally die and fade out of obscurity? Or will someone unknowingly invent a new trend, only to have it be plundered by reactionaries? Only time will tell. But until next video, this is Ding Dong, signing out.